laughs a minute at the moment with Wayne Bennett. He's been in fine form with his press conferences at the moment. Suggestions yesterday that he'd officially committed to South Sydney. Both parties have sort of said that's not the case, but
This is getting so boring, Mick.
I think if we sit down this time next week,
I'm bored
do
already.
we all expect Wayne Bennett to be a rubber?
I'm seriously, it's boring.
What's boring about it?
What he's doing? Like, what's the hold up? Why are we? I don't know.
Wayne
sneezes.
loves playing these
Wayne
games.
sneezes and we report on
Wayne
it.
loves
It's
playing
boring.
these games with the media and with clubs and keeping people guessing. And we all know what's going to happen, right? He's going to end up at South. He's going to coach South for the next 3 years. Then he'll probably coach PNG when they come in the comp in 28.
And then Sam Burgess will be back at South, coaching South.
And,
and,
we
oh
all,
my God.
Wayne just doesn't want it to be formally announced until Wayne's ready to formally announce it. So, it'll happen, Mick.
Yeah.
They'll meet at Magic Round, probably sign off the contract, and Bob's your uncle. We move on.
I like the fact, or we'll get some more clarity on it from South in the next couple of weeks, but if I'm them, I'm not making the same mistake and putting the cap on Wayne's tenure. I'm not saying in the 4th year, this is who's coaching the side.
But I think Wayne has, my gut feel is Wayne's almost committed to coach the expansion team.
If Wayne thinks he can win a comp in that 4th year of South, he's not going anywhere, regardless of
What if he's given Peter Volandis a promise, I'll coach them?
because he hasn't broken his word before.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm being serious though. Like,
Yeah.
and if I'm
PVL? I don't know that he has, mind you, but
well, ask the Dragons, ask the Roosters.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about just directly to PVL.
I'm not saying he has made a promise to PVL.
Yeah.
But there are suggestions PVL wants him to coach the PNG team when it comes
He
in.
will be 77, 78 by then.
Yeah. Well, he shows no signs of slowing
I know,
down.
I know,
He loves
but-
it. He loves
and that PNG
and he plays games with us.
Just with
in
that
the
PNG,
media
there'd be a
more
lot of
than
travel
ever.
in that PNG side
There would
too.
be.
So,
He'll have a private jet.
but
Is that a suggestion? He's going to get a private jet.
I think what South Sydney, they don't need to worry about who's going to be their next coach yet until, once we get into year 2.
It'll be Sam Burgess.
And whatever the case may be.
It'll be Sam Burgess.
I'd be surprised if it's not, Dave. The question will be is when they can, do they put Sam into that role alongside Wayne in that 3rd year when,
It's not necessary.
I think Sam's better off doing what he's doing.
I agree.
Stay at Warrington.
I said the
Be-
3rd
be
year
the
though,
head
so
coach.
that would have meant he would have coached in the Super League for 3 years.
So just,
Do you know what I mean? Like, not.
But if you're head coach in Super League, are you going to come back to serve a year as an assistant coach to Wayne Bennett?
Or
Maybe you do,
Christian
I
Wolf
suppose.
did.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
It just depends on if you're coming back guaranteed with that position, then you do. If you're not guaranteed that
I don't think
position,
it's
then
I don't think it's absolutely necessary.
no, I don't think it is either. No, I'm not saying
I think
it
he can.
is.
I think he can lob in Sydney in October.
Of course. Yeah.
And
There's
get
no.
pre-season going in November.
Yeah. There's no. There's no great need or rush to have Sam Burgess as part of that coaching staff unless he wants to.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to return home because this is his home now, right? And work closely with Wayne. But I just don't. If I'm South, I'm not.
Can I
rushing
ask
that
you a
decision.
question? Souths are in crisis at the moment, right? They're
Yes.
in all sorts.
Yes.
Can Wayne walk in there
Yes.
and turn them into a contender
yep.
with that squad?
Yes,
Do you think
I think he can because if you look at that squad, right, this side that's playing North Queensland and
not
play
good.
the Dragons, unrecognisable.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
But if we throw in Latrell, okay, Campbell Graham,
Well, Latrell's playing.
I know, but I'm talking these are the names that are in that side, right?
Yeah.
Latrell, Campbell Graham, Cody Walker, Keon, Totola, Wyden,
Arrow.
Cam Murray, Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 8 representative, really good players there. Cody, I haven't even mentioned Cody and Cook, right? Because their form
that's
has been
10.
their form has wavered. All those.
Wayne will get the best out of Cody.
Okay, so I think you can build that.
Yeah, it's
like
fair.
people have been so critical of the roster. That the issue is the balance of the roster's not there, right? You can pick holes in terms of their middles and the like, but we haven't seen
Lewis Dodd, you forgot
Lewis Dodd,
My God,
right? So
that's a great team.
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm tipping them to win the conference.
It's not. It's a top 8 side. Whether it's a
top 8
premiership
team.
winning side, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it is a top 8 side, and then the upside of having Wayne in there to get the best out of Latrell and Cody, which you're going to back him to do. who knows?
Yep.
Who knows where
Yeah.
they could
Top
go?
14. It's top 14 next year.
And with,
Gotta be.
with a bit of sprinkling of some talent.
Tyrone
In there?
Munro. They need speed out
Monroe,
wide.
Good point.
Yeah, Munro, and I didn't mention Alex Johnston and the like,
Yeah.
right?
They're loaded.
So that side is not as bad as people are
good
suggesting,
team.
right? Once if you can get them all fit, and what they
My understanding is the salary cap's out of whack, so something's going to have to give, and they're going to have to tap a few players
yeah,
for Wayne to get some flexibility in the roster.
and
They've overpaid in a couple of areas.
we've heard them, or we know that they want to talk to him. They've reached out to Angus Crichton, whether or not they'd have the finances to get that
I
done.
don't think so.
They've signed Lewis Dodd. You know,
They're
if,
looking at
if
props
Lockie,
in England as well, which has caused a little bit of
true.
drama.
If Lockie Ilias moves, then that will clear up some part of their cap. He's the first player that's asked for a relay or permission to leave the club.
The possible drama is if Dodd doesn't fire,
Huge,
which is a
Which,
possibility.
who knows? Yeah, because that's a big money sign in a position where you could argue if they needed to make it or not. But in a side that's salary cap is so tight, they've gone all in on a 7 who we're just not sure, right? No one's sure.
Yeah.
He looks a good player though. I think Wayne's a smart coach and he looks a good player and he's a smart player.
I think Wayne said he hadn't heard of him. Do we believe that?
I wonder if Lockie Ilias ends up staying for that final year of his contract on the back of a broken leg. And finds his feet again, and then allows him to put himself in the shop window to go again to market.
But he won't play first grade. That's the issue.
Well, if Dodd doesn't fire, he will.
I think they've spent a lot of money on Dodd, and I think they'll stick with him for as long as they can.
I think Blake Solly said if the coach doesn't want Lewis Dodd, he's not the coach for us.
Yeah.
No, that's
pretty
fine.
fair.
No,
That's
I know
fine.
what you mean,
But
Dave. He might.
I think Ilias will end up somewhere. There's clubs that need halves, heaps of them.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
But
the
he's on a
Gold
good.
Coast now.
What I'm saying is, he's on a pretty good deal at South in the final year of his contract. Stick around for 12 months, get through the broken leg, show you're back in form, then you're on your way again.
It just feels like to me it's too far gone. I think.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. Yeah,
And he'll get in like the Dogs. Well, you could argue the Dogs need a half.
It's too far gone in a
12
way,
and a
but
half.
his issue's not with Wayne Bennett.
that's right.
No.
That's exactly
So
right.
if Wayne sees something in him, wants to give him a cuddle, and
But they brought over the
I know,
top of him.
I get that. I
That
get
makes
that.
no
I'm
sense.
just-
And,
well,
and we've just said
he's
they
Cody.
need cap room.
Well,
Yeah.
His cap's out of whack.
Is Cody? Cody's got 12 months left on his deal.
Yep.
Is he guaranteed to be there? You know, Damien Cook's got 12 months left on his deal. Is he guaranteed to be there?
Wayne's tight with Cody.
I'd be
Got a
shocked
great
if Cody's.
relationship
I'd be
with
shocked if
Walker.
Cody's not
Yeah.
there.
I think Cody will be there.
I'd be shocked if Cody's
Cookie's
not
the
there.
one. I think we've all acknowledged Damien Cook's the interesting one and all.
Who would find the? He would find the club too.
Historically, I'm just trying to think. Historically, through the clubs, Wayne likes that experienced half. He gets a little bit more out of the older half, and can and maybe get a bit more juice out of Cody Walker. I reckon he can.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got Memezoulas to play hooker.
Yeah, who
if
they've
Cook
signed on a
goes-
long-term deal and decent money
Yeah.
as well, thinking that he would slot in to replace Cook as well.
Just
So
hasn't quite happened. Well, it's happening now, right? They're sort of
the
experimenting with that at
transitions
the moment. So
occurring.
it's just whether it sounds like Cookie doesn't want to go.
Yeah,
So that's when it becomes an issue.